Hey guys, Stephanie here. Today I thought I would share some makeup tips for glasses wearers because so many of the wonderful tutorials online are for ladies who are not wearing glasses, and sometimes it can be really hard to kind of figure out if that's going to look good on you with your glasses. So I thought I would share some stuff today to help ladies out who have glasses, who are trying to figure out what things they can and can't do. So if you would like to hear some tips for glasses wearers, just keep watching. So my biggest tip for glasses wearers is just not to be afraid. I feel like a lot of people who wear glasses feel like because they have glasses and glasses are such a huge focal point on the face, they feel like the only thing that they can wear is a very boring, basic eye look, usually very neutral, and that is totally not the case. While it is true that glasses really do pull a lot of focus on your face, you don't have to not wear bolder, loud eyeshadow looks to look good wearing your glasses. So I find that I can actually wear things that are quite a bit bolder because the glasses pull focus. So your eyeshadow look is not as obvious. So I can actually go a little bit further overboard, even at places like work, where my non-glasses wearing counterparts probably wouldn't be able to get away with it because it's just so much pow in your face when you don't have the glasses. Now, the only exception to this is if you have frames that are a bold color. And then you want to make sure that the eyeshadow colors are going to go with your frame colors the same way you would want to make sure that whatever outfit you're wearing is going to go with your frame colors. But most of us have more neutral toned frames. So things like brown, black, silver, gold, any of these neutral colors are going to go with anything. So feel free to play around with colors. My next tip is to make sure that you have a really good mirror to do your makeup at. This is particularly important for those of us who wear glasses because when we take our glasses off, we no longer have that corrective vision. So it's super important that you have a mirror that allows you to see your face very clearly when you are not wearing your glasses. So I actually recently got a brand new mirror. I have this one. I think this is a Conair that I just picked up at Ulta, and it's really nice. It's lighted, and it has a regular side and also a magnifying side. And this is really great for me because I am nearsighted, so when I take my glasses off, I have to get super close to the mirror so that I can see my eyes and put on my mascara and not poke myself in the eyeball with my eyeliner pencils. I know I have spent many years in apartments with bathrooms where I just had to like lean way over the sink and the countertop to get to the mirror, and I'm like doing these weird yoga poses to put on my mascara, and that is just no fun at all. And speaking of mascara, I am going to recommend that ladies with glasses look for a volumizing versus a lengthening mascara. And the reason is, it is super annoying when your eyelashes flick and hit your glasses all day, every single time you blink. So if that is something that really bothers you, or you have particularly long lashes, definitely go for that volumizing versus the lengthening. Same idea if you enjoy wearing false lashes, look for ones that are going to give more volume than length so you don't get that annoying whacking on your glasses. Another thing that is really important for glasses wearers is to make sure that your eye area is very brightened, because your frames can block some of the light that reaches your eyes, and your eyes can kind of look more dark and sunken in than they actually are, and that's not flattering on anybody. So you can do that by using a very white base or a cream base in the inner corner. That inner corner highlight is going to be super important. You can actually go with something that's bolder and louder than, again, someone who doesn't wear glasses, because you need that extra pow in there to make your eyes look nice and bright. And it's also going to be really important to make sure that if you have any kind of dark circles going on, that you get those covered and brightened really well, again, because your glasses can kind of magnify that darkness. Another tip I have for glasses wearers is to keep an eye on your eyebrows. Your glasses provide a really nice frame for your face, but your eyebrows frame your glasses. So definitely it's something I recommend, taking good care of your eyebrows. All right, my last tip before we get into the tutorial is going to be for more newbie peoples, whether you are just starting wearing glasses or you're just trying to start being a little bit more adventurous in wearing makeup, and that is to go with one of two really basic looks. So the first one is to, instead of focusing on your eyes, focus on your lips. So you can do a very natural, neutral eye, it won't compete with your glasses, and then go with a bolder lip color, so a red or a berry, something like that, that can really balance the focus on your face between your lips and your glasses. And the other combination is to go with a more neutral lip and a more bold eye. This is great because then the interest from your eye is going to, instead of balancing out the interest with your glasses, it's going to kind of combine with it, and it's going to make your eyes really, really pop out. So when you do this, a great set of colors to stick with are whatever colors go with your eyes. So you can, again, go online and do your own research on what colors look good with your color of eyes. I have brown eyes. I love wearing green and purple eyeshadows. You can also use a bold colored eyeliner as well if you want a little bit of that pop of color to help bring out your eyes. I particularly like that because my frames are brown and my eyes are brown and my hair is dark. So that like pop of color on my eyelids really, again, draws the focus to my eyes. So when you're looking at me, you don't necessarily see my glasses, you can see my eyes. And that's kind of the tutorial I'm going to do today. I have a very nice green eye look. It's not crazy bold, but again, it's got that pop of color that is going to make my eyes really pop. It makes my frames really pop. It makes my hair really pop because that is a nice contrasting color, and I've gone with a more neutral lip color for today. Alright, so let's get started with the tutorial. So I went ahead and put on my foundation already. You can use whatever kind of foundation or BB cream or powder that you prefer. First, we're going to put on some eyeshadow primer. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. You can use whatever eyeshadow primer you like. Right, next, I'm going to take this cream shade to set my eyeshadow primer. For the lid, I have chosen this really nice green shade. This is Mildew by Urban Decay. Green is an excellent color for brown eyes or hazel eyes. If you have blue or gray eyes, you can switch in a shimmery brown or taupe or bronzy color. Just gonna swoop that all over the lid. Using that same brush, I'm gonna go into the crease with this nice matte brown. And then for my transition shade, I'm gonna go in with this taupe. That just goes right between the crease and the brow bone. So one of the difficulties you might face as a glasses wearer is feeling like your eye area looks particularly dark because the frames are kind of blocking some of the light from getting to your eyes. So I always like to go back in with my nice cream shade and just really pack that into my inner corner. And this is just going to really help to brighten up the eye. You can also use a more stark white color if you want a little bit more brightness. Then I'm also going to take that under the brow bone here. And then I also like to dust a little bit right under my eyes if I feel like my under eyes are looking a little extra sad. Then I'm going to go in with a smudge brush into that same taupey shade that I used for my transition shade, and I'm going to brush that under the lower lash line. This creates a little bit of depth and shadow underneath the eye. Alright, I'm gonna go off camera real quick to put on my eyeliner and mascara because I have to be really close to the mirror to do that. But I will be just using a brown pencil liner. This is Demolition by Urban Decay, and a mascara. So if you find you have difficulty with having your eyeliner stay in place, or with it smudging or transferring to your upper eyelid, you can go ahead and set that with some little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm taking a little angle brush, and I'm going to use the brown shade in this palette, and I'm just going to apply that right over top of the liner. And that's just going to help keep everything in place throughout the day. If you don't have any issues with your eyeliner going anywhere, totally fine to skip this step. So to finish up the eyes, I'm going to take a shimmery champagne color to kind of really pop up my inner corner to make it lighter and brighter. And I just like to apply this with my finger, and I just kind of dab it right on in there. Again, this is going to help make your eyes look even lighter and brighter underneath your glasses. Next up is brows. So I'm going to use a mixture of this dark brown shade and this taupey shade in my brow, since I do have very dark hair and very dark brow hairs. And again, I'm just going to take that same angled brush and use that to apply this. Eyebrows are very important for glasses wearers because your glasses make a frame around your eyeball, and then your eyebrows are going to frame your glasses. So if you don't currently do your eyebrows, that might be something you want to do a little bit more research in and find something that is really flattering to your face. I just like to kind of fill them in and then extend the tail area a little bit. So you guys can see that my eyebrows are all nice and filled in, and they just look a lot more defined. They are very bold, but again, that's because I have such dark hair that it really needs to be bold. If you have lighter hair, taupe is generally a very good color to wear, or if you're a brunette, you probably have some brown eyeshadow that is pretty close to your hair color. Next, I'm going to come back into my Z palette and finish off the face. I'm going to use this really nice pale pink blush. It's very neutral, very natural. Because I went with a color on my eye, I wanted to do something a little bit more natural on the cheeks. And since it's summer, I'm going to bronze. I'm going to be using a stippling brush for applying my bronzer. I like it because it has long hairs and shorter hairs, so the product applies not quite as strongly as you would with a brush where the hairs were all the same length, so it gives a little bit more diffuse. This is great if you're just starting wearing bronzer or you are paler. So I just have a warm eyeshadow that is pretty much the same color as the bronzer that I'm using. This is from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And I'm just going to take that right at the top of my cheekbone, kind of from the corner of my eye, back into my hairline. And I'm just going to kind of buff it in, making it really diffuse. This is just to bring a little bit of warmth to the face. And then I take it right up to my temple and again buff it, and I'm actually buffing it into the hairline so you don't have any kind of weirdness where the skin under your hair is like crazy paler than the rest of your face. And then I'm just going to kind of take whatever's left on the brush and just kind of blend those two areas together. And then for the bottom of my face, I'm just going to take a little swirl right underneath the chin. And then the same on the other side. The whole idea with this is it's supposed to be really just natural. It's not supposed to look like you have weird brown splotches on your face. And then anything that's left on the brush, I just kind of dust down my neck. And the last thing I'm going to do is a little bit of highlighter. I have this little angled highlighter brush to apply a highlighter. And again, I have another eyeshadow that I'm pulling for a highlighter. It's kind of a pinky champagne-y shimmer color. And I'm just applying that right to the tops of my cheekbones. Again, this is a nice light reflecting part to have. And last is of course our lips. I'm going to take this really pretty pink color. This is Audrey by Red Apple Lipstick. I love this color. And it's really great because it is neutral enough that I can pretty much wear whatever color of eyeshadow that I want with it, but it still has a little bit of color. It's not like weird concealer lippy. So that is the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.